This is the Donut SMP, a server that for many players can be really challenging to start on, especially for someone that has almost no experience. That's why in this video, I'm going to be challenging myself, an experienced Donut SMP player, to start from $0 and try to reach millions in only 1 hour. Okay, to start off the challenge, I don't really have any other options but to start mining chorus fruit, so that's probably what I'm going to do, so let's get into it. Okay, so I just got the first row of my inventory full of coarse fruit. So now I'm just gonna put it on orders and see how much I get. Alright, so from just one row of my inventory, we got about 23k, which is a really good start. So now I'm just gonna buy an axe, and hopefully that speeds up the process. Alright, so as I was mining coarse fruit, I came across this entity, so I'm probably just going to look around and see if I can sell any of this stuff for a profit. Alright, so I found some of these banners here, and I'm hoping that I can sell them for a lot on AH, because there seems to be a lot of them all around here, so I'm going to go mine them now. I'm also probably going to invest in some food so that I can survive and not actually die here. I also just noticed that my entire AH has sold, so now I'm looking at about 20k in profit. Alright, so I've now made enough money where I'm at about 40k, which means I'm going to start order flipping. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically you order an item, and then you wait for it to get delivered, and then once it does, you can then craft that item into more expensive items to make more money. Alright, so right now, spruce logs, which are the most ordered log, is about 106 each, which means that I'll be able to order only a few hundred, which is still pretty good to start. Alright, so I'm about to put an order in for 42k, which is 400 logs for $106 each. So hopefully this gets delivered quickly, so then I can keep crafting these items into more. It also looks like my magenta banners aren't really selling that much, so I'm gonna relist them for cheaper. I also just looked at my orders, and my spruce logs is almost completely done, so I'm going to grab those and start crafting them. Alright, so right here we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a quarter stacks, which is pretty good, which means now I'm going to craft these into probably signs or gates, because that is what people need most for farms. Alright, so since I last checked, gate prices have gone down a little bit, I think. So I'm going to sell these for about 24k and hope they sell. Alright, so as I keep waiting for my gates to sell, I'm going to keep order flipping and hope that I make a lot more money.
A few moments later.
Alright, as you can see, almost all my gates are gone from my inventory. As you can see, there's not much left, and a lot are selling on AH right now. So hopefully, after all of these sell, I'll be close to $3 million. So while I'm waiting for my gates to sell, I'm now going to do another money making method to see how much more money we can make before the time goes up. I'm thinking about AH flipping because that can make really good profit, and you don't need that much money to do. So in the auction house, I'm going to sort by recently listed because then it gives me a ton of random stuff. And as you can see, some stuff people will list for really crazy prices. So you can get really good steals on items that people just sell for cheap. Alright, so the timer's about to go up in about 30 seconds, and my AH is completely clear. There's nothing left. As you can see, I sold about everything. Auction house flipping, I didn't really make a ton of money. I pretty much stayed the same, but I sold a ton of gates, which made me a bunch of money, and I sold ladders and things like end rods. So overall, I feel like I've done pretty well in this challenge. And now I'm just going to wait for the time to go up, and we'll see how much money I got exactly. Alright, so the timer just went up a few seconds ago, and I ended the challenge at about 2.78 mil, which is really good for only an hour. But if you guys liked the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.